to the main event.
Welcome to the main event.
What's good, Twitch and YouTube? It is I, the visionary, the revolutionary, the messiah of all things wrestling, Tjay freaking Gatsby, aka the Heartbreak Prince, looking for my Miss Americana. But, as always, I am joined by my partner in crime. He is the CEO and chairman of the Fuck Roman Reigns Society. Well, after today, Jimmy Uso might be coming for that position. But he is also the king.
He's more than welcome. He's more than welcome. What do you mean? He is now the official better Uso.
He is the better Uso.
Jay, you a bitch. Because I was rooting for you to do it, but nah, it had to be Jimmy. The lesser Uso. Now, feel me? It makes Roman look even more like a bitch. But anyway, I am, of course, the Star Before Time, the CEO and chairman of the Fuck Roman Reigns Society, and, of course, the boxer before time. July, watch out. Anyway, here for an interview on Off the Top Rope.
The one and only Zay 3.0. Ladies and gentlemen, our interview with Loft Not Famous last week was such a smash hit that we figured we might as well give you all the main event players, and the next one we're bringing to you. He is the one that hosts all the debates, the king of debates, if you will. This man is he is currently on a hot streak of videos coming off the World Cup. Coming off of the should Roman Reigns have won debate, and who knows what he's got lined up next. But all you need to know is that coming down to the ring for the main event from San Antonio, Tejas, the Heartbreak Kid, Darien, Wrestlespot, Sanchez. What's good, my boy?
What's going on, y'all? What's going on?
Nothing much, man. How you been?
I've been good. Just got off watching that pay-per-view. So that was fun to watch.
Yeah, Night of Champions, that shit. That was some cold hard shit right there. Oh, Zay, I'm glad you did that. Because these lights right here aren't kept on for free. That's why we want to give a special shout out to the boys at W Energy. If you go to w.gg and use code MEP, you can get 10% off your entire order. If for some reason your hands hurt from typing MEP so many times, we have other codes. You can use code GatsbyHTX, NBA Tay, Team Weaver TV, or TSB4T. Also, we want to once again give a big formal welcome. Oh, it's not popping up. Did my shit freeze? There it is. To the one and only Sienna Chanel. She's officially a main event player. And the reason why I did this out of order is because the man down there, I'll introduce the others and then I'll let him go ahead and do it. If you like to go to events and you like to get discounts on stuff, well, our friends at OTB have a couple codes for you. If it's your first time purchasing from SeatGeek.com, use code OTB for $20 off your first purchase, or you can use code LOFTNOTFamous. Or Darien, what are those other codes they can use?
Of course, if you want to come support the BTBC fan, we got our boy Steven Sports. His bad takes are bad, but take those $20 off your first purchase. Why not? Or you can use my code Wrestlespot. And I've seen a few people actually use mine, so whoever y'all are, I appreciate y'all using that code.
There you
Ain't
go.
been me, I'll tell you that.
There you go. Got the codes down there, right there. Yeah, hopefully we can add more sponsors in this mug soon. We just keep applying to places. But
Logan Paul. Look, bro, look. I legitimately drink these bitches. This ain't a joke. This ain't no scheme, no fun shit, bro. I buy these pictures all the time. You should see my recycling bin because it's legally required to recycle in the state of New Jersey. It's full of these motherfuckers. Logan Paul, KSI, black man to black man. Come on, sponsorship, wrestling community. That's where you should be at. Sponsorship. Thank you.
Hey, Logan, if you somehow watch this, yeah, I mean, we'll rock the prime for you. Shit. But yes. Also, we have a bunch of merch stores. I will have them updated in the description of this video. I will get all of them added to our link trees as well. But without further ado, let's get right into this interview. So first off, I gotta ask, how'd you come up with the name of Wrestlespot?
All right, so there's not really much of a story behind it. I think I kind of just picked it, but I'll give you a little bit elaborated story. So I remember me and my friend, he still runs the gaming channel. He has this channel called Wrestlespot, and it's literally just us playing Madden. Oh, yeah, wait, no, yeah, Zay's seen it before. He's been in the chat a lot.
Shout out Rich, bro. Follow my coaching guy. We got titles to win.
We'll eventually get back to streaming on that, but he runs it now, but originally it was me and him just back and forth running the channel. We just always upload on something. I was like, one day I was like, let me just make my other channel. Why not? And I named it Sports and Entertainment Spot. So I think if anybody's ever received an email from me, I know Zay has before, it'll be Sports and Entertainment, because that was the original name. But I was like, that's too long. Let me just put Wrestlespot. And yeah, there's not really a fun story on that. Yeah.
Hey, it's still a good name.
Spot. Sports Entertainment Spot is hilarious.
Because originally it was supposed to be, I wanted it to be more than wrestling, but sport and entertainment is wrestling. It was like, let me just cut it to wrestling. I'm just gonna stick to wrestling.
Hey, that's fair. That's totally fair. So how did you get into wrestling? Like, who was that first superstar that pulled you in?
Well, I'm a San Antonio boy, so I've always been big on Shawn Michaels. He's my favorite wrestler of all time. But the main thing that got me into it was my brother's always been into it. I can't remember a time I wasn't into wrestling, but my brother's always been into it. My dad's always been into it. And I remember I had this DVD of SummerSlam 2002. And I would replay that thing on, I think that was like the only thing I watched. I probably learned words from that. But I'd always rewatch this Kurt Angle and Rey Mysterio opening match from SummerSlam 2002 on repeat and repeat and repeat. And I think it's safe to say that's what got me into wrestling, just that match alone.
That's fair. That's fair. That match also, it's a fucking insane banger of a match. We might have to actually watch that one on stream one day in the Discord, because but
trust me, we'll definitely get around to that.
Yeah. Everyone has their story of how they either found Wrestle Talk or how they got into it. So what is your story?
Okay, so this kind of story is gonna like move me all around the place. So if I jump too far out of the loop, let me know and I'll stop.
Oh no, this is your time, brother. Go for it.
But okay, so background, I've always seen people. Mainly the only people I saw was Narcolepsy, Suplex, and who was it? For the life of me, I can't remember right now. But Narcolepsy and Suplex were the main two I'd always see. So I was like, oh, you know what? The content. No, I'm not saying anything bad about them, but I was like, the content. I feel like I can make that myself. It's not saying it's easy, but I feel like I can replicate that myself in some way and make it my own. So, like I said, I made the channel with my friend. I was like, you know what? Let me just try something. And I just went to my bad. I had to cough. I just went to I just went to WrestleMania 38 with my brother, and I remember just coming back from the show, and I was like, I don't know what it was. I was like, I don't know if y'all ever been to like a show or a concert, and you come back and you're just like, bro, I gotta get back to real life. I'm sad now. I just want to get back. I don't know what it was for me, but this was like the hardest it ever hit, and I was like, nah, okay, just being around that environment. Because if y'all ever been to like a WrestleMania weekend or TJ, the Royal Rumble that we went to was actually kind of felt like that because it took over the city. And it was like, it just felt like an environment you always wanted to be around. So I was like, okay, what if I can bring that to me? What's the easiest way to do that? I was like, I got my phone. Let's just try this. And I think the first video I uploaded was like, it was the matches I forgot were bangers. It was like Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns. I just uploaded that. I did like a part 2, part 3. And then randomly, just my phone just kind of blew up, and I was like, "Oh, I guess I'm a part of Wrestle Talk now." Because it started giving me connections with a bunch of creators, and I think even a month into it, I met Tjay too, so that was really cool.
Well, I'm an early one.
You're an early, yeah. You okay? The earliest ones I remember connecting with was Suplex, you, Donnie. Y'all were the 3 earliest I met. I connected with.
That's crazy because when I'm not gonna lie, when I found Wrestlespot, he was like 10K in, and like I was thinking like, oh, you probably had this page for a while. I thought you just started the podcast. I didn't know like you were just starting the entire process.
So WrestleMania was like I think night 1, night 2, like second. I base everything off that because that's literally the next day or two is when it was like April 5th or something. I created my page. And I started the podcast around somewhere in July. So I think as of today, I've been doing about a year and a month.
Why the fuck wasn't Wrestlespot Rookie of the Year last year?
Bro, hey.
No, I'm so serious. You didn't tell us you were a rookie. I guarantee you would have beat Tommy.
Nah, I thought he was like deep in this shit, bro.
Give Tommy his W. He deserved it. He deserved it.
He did, but damn.
Hey, I'm. It's funny you brought that up because I was actually gonna ask like, who was the first member of MEP that you found through Wrestle Talk, but knowing it's Tjay, that's also. I would have thought you would have said something like Loft or Phil or some shit like that.
I didn't connect with Loft. I definitely connected with Tjay first because what's funny is the first Wrestlespot podcast Tjay was supposed to be on, but he fell asleep and he missed the whole thing. It was Donnie.
Oh my god!
I forget that so much because I forgot I was supposed to be the first episode because you were supposed to be the first podcast I ever did.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Oh, bro, I'm sorry, I fell asleep. I'll catch episode 2." and then which is crazy because then I did Enigma's podcast the day after that because he was supposed to be number 2. And Wrestlespot, I remember I was thinking, damn, Wrestlespot gonna be upset. I told him he was gonna get my first podcast, and now he's getting like the 3rd one.
I think episode 2 he caught on, and that was the episode where no, that was like episode 3 where it was me, Tjay, Donnie, Mitri, and then Loft just like ran in on everybody, and it was hilarious. So yeah, it's definitely Tjay was the first one I met.
That was 3 because I remember 2 was me, Donnie, and Tia.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm. So, I know you said Sean is your favorite of all time.
Yeah.
Give us your top 5. And since Sean's already number 1, let's technically be 2 through 6. Top 5 excluding Sean.
Top 5 excluding Sean. Okay, so
Dead or alive?
Okay, I think that's somewhat easy for me. All right, so not including Sean, we got Cena, Rock,
Okay.
Trish Stratus,
Oh.
Sami Zayn, but I'm not gonna lie to you. By the end of his career, he's gonna be my number 1 favorite. I can already tell.
Okay.
Sami Zayn. And then 5, for me, that's interchangeable for right now. For Bianca Belair. And Lita's like right there too. It's like Bianca Belair and Lita can take that 5th spot or that 6th spot now.
See,
competition, not gonna lie.
yeah, and I like that because not a lot of people, when they do their top 5, it's mainly filled with men, and you'll have like 1 or 2 women in there. Yours is like, it's like a good chunk of women. Like I like that.
They're like, oh, let me just throw this in here because I don't want to be disrespectful.
But you were like, I guess I'll throw some men up in there. Whatever. Fuck it.
Trish Stratus, and of course Bianca. But I think obviously with the rate Bianca's going, she's going to take Lita's spot for sure. So.
Oh yeah, she's a phenomenal athlete right there.
That's a phenomenal top 5. But I wanna break it down, okay? And let me know let me know if this is not a topic for you, and we can cut it out. I wanna get it personal, like we try to do with Love, right? Okay. I know you got yourself a lady, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I want to know, how does having her around affect your career content-wise? And where do you think you would be if you would take away that aspect of your system?
Okay, so I'll kind of answer that second question first. Because, I'm not gonna lie, if she wasn't here, I probably would have never even tried TikTok or anything like that. Because I remember, like, another regret I have, or like one regret I have, is never starting any of this content stuff during the pandemic, because I had so much time, and I really wish I just would have started it. And I would always bring it up, and then she'd be like, "Well, do it." And I'm like, "Nah, I'm not ready." But if it weren't for that, I don't think I would have ever even started it at all. So I'm thankful for that she's really helped me with that. And what was the first question again? My bad.
How does she push you and help you in your content career?
Oh, okay. So we have we've got little situations like the whole awards thing and like those negative things. I'm like, I don't even really want to be part of the community anymore like that. I'll make a little comment. I don't really mean it. I know I don't mean it, but I just have to get it out or whatever. And she'd be like, "Nah, go record a video right now. Just get one done, just so you can get it out of your system." Boom. So she's really helped with like stuff like that. Just getting me to do it, so I know that I'm in my own head and stuff. So yeah, she's really helpful with me just, I guess, getting off my ass and just putting the content in.
Yeah. I'd imagine she sees the joy in the joy and the oxytocin you get out of what you do, and hence pushing you to do more, even in negative situations, which is a very positive aspect to have in any career, right? But traveling down this more personal road, I meant to ask this with Lost, but I'm going to ask you. How do you feel wrestling affected your childhood in adverse to perhaps someone who didn't grow up with wrestling?
Man, okay, so I think as like everybody kind of has their routine, their like daily routines or whatever. Like Mondays you watch Raw and whatever. That's always been a big part of like my thing, because I don't know if it sounds kind of crazy, but I don't want to say I plan my day around wrestling, but like if there's something like really important going on, I'm like, let me get to watch it. But now it means even more because I can make content about it and like make it my own thing and whatever. But I think like people who grew up with wrestling really like sorry, I struggle to find words. That's why I like to be the host of things. I struggle to find my own words. But
that's all good, brother.
That's why we put you in early.
Yeah. But I think people who like grow up with wrestling are, what's the word? My bad. Just keep going. My bad. I can't really find it.
All good. All good.
You're the one with the mic, so you're the one that's got to keep going.
Man. But I think people who like really grow up with wrestling like myself are like, they get a grip on like more of like the story with the shows and everything like that. And we're a little bit, I'll speak for us. I mean, we're a little bit more bright than other communities out there.
This is true. This is very true.
Yeah. You could talk as much shit as you want about wrestling. Wrestling fans outside of wrestling are relatively more intelligent.
That's true.
Yeah. Since we brought up that whole wrestling thing and how with the negativity in Wrestle Talk Awards and how it kind of put a damper on you at some point. Besides that, were there any like real points where you seriously thought to yourself like, okay, like I've reached a point where I'd be content with like shutting it all down and getting back to the real life? Or like, has it ever just been, there's a point I want to get to, but I'm not there yet, so I'm gonna keep grinding?
So I think more the second thing, where I don't really think I'm there yet to, what's the word? Like to
Higher?
Yeah. I don't not even that. It's like, I feel like I kind of talking nicely about myself or whatever. I think I still got a lot left to make and give and create and all that. So I think me being in this so early is really, it's kind of like, it's fun. I'm still having fun with it. when I really like say these things like, oh, like I kind of like, yeah, I don't mean it. I really don't. It's just my way to get it out and then make more content and stuff. Because whenever I created the page or whatever, I was living like a really boring routine life. I could like go to class, I work a full-time job, go to class, work a full-time job, go to bed, whatever. And being able to do stuff like create content and all this really added more life and stuff. And I remember just I can smile again. You know, I'm making content about wrestling. I'm talking about what I love to watch and create and talk about now with friends and stuff like that. So yeah, I think I'm too early into making content to have like this big shadow over me or all that stuff.
Trying to think of it. I had it in my head. Oh, I got it. Because I like to try to throw it in there, like break it up every now and then. With the thing about how our group, we usually, the more brighter side, but obviously there's some of us who aren't as bright. What are your thoughts on? Yeah, let's do the Earl situation, like, because I know how we all felt seeing that. What did you think, though?
I'm not gonna lie, more than anything, I just felt bad for the guy. Like, what he did was stupid. Like, what he said was stupid, and that shouldn't have came out of anybody's mouth, no matter how uninformed they were about anything. But like, I think he had enough. That literally on Christmas Day or New Year's or whatever it was, his inbox was just flooded with everything. But not saying he didn't deserve it, but like, it was just like, damn,
Yeah.
he's already dead.
It was like the day after Christmas. That man.
Yeah.
It's like such a terrible position to be in. And like one video, yeah, that would have got him dogged, but that was gonna be a recover for him. When he doubled down and was like,
he doubled down on that shit, bro.
Yeah, I think he still has that one up. I don't know about the other one though. Yeah.
That man was never coming back.
I can't lie. The memes and like the little like strays they're still funny, but yeah, it's just like damn.
Okay.
Because that nigga got dragged like so bad that he disappeared on like his first day in the community. Like this man popped in. No, he's gone.
And just
I've never seen that before. I've seen a lot of people get kicked out of this community. A lot. I've never seen somebody get done like that.
Never.
Nah, they packed his ass up mighty quick. That shit was insane. Okay, so this one we did with Loft, and I really liked how that one went. So I'm gonna pull that one back up. It was so obviously we're not wrestlers, but what is one wrestler whose finisher you would want to get hit with?
I don't want to get hit with. Feels like for the moment thing, I'm not gonna lie, I would want to take the Spirit Bomb from Keith Lee. Really? It sounds kind of crazy, but I would want to. That's probably one of the like a fun finish. Not a fun, but like, hey, I would take the Spirit Bomb from Keith Lee.
He's like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll take that hit. Yeah.
It'll make great content.
Hey, you're not wrong. But okay, so the Spirit Bomb from Keith Lee. Okay. Mm-hmm. And if you were a wrestler, what would your finisher be?
Yeah, if you asked me when I was younger, I'd always probably say the Sweet Chin Music, but
solid, very solid.
I'm probably gonna steal Kenny Omega's One Winged Angel. So.
Okay. Now spiraling off of that one, dream opponent you would love to hit that finisher on.
It's gotta be someone that's gonna make me look great. Actually, after what I saw tonight, I'm not gonna lie. I want Mustafa Ali to take the One Winged Angel.
Oh, I like
So,
that. I like that. Okay, okay. All right. Zay, you want to
Are
hop
there
in there?
any
You got one?
moves that you would hate to take? Like, if you were a wrestler, they said, okay, you're facing this person, you're going to take this move. What's the moves that are going to make you say no?
Oof.
Let me see. Probably the spirit. I mean, I know I just said it, but the spirit bomb. I would have probably hate to take the spirit, but I would take it for content. For like once though, I would probably hate to take that though. It'd be like high in the air, but you also and then you just drop straight down.
Okay, okay. Now, throughout all of history, dead or alive, it's the main event of WrestleMania 40. You're about to walk down to that ring. Who is walking alongside you as your manager?
I think Paul Heyman's the easy answer, but I'm just gonna say nah. I'm gonna say Bobby Heenan.
Yeah, the brain. That's the goat right there. That man. He and Paul are definitely the goats. I always told myself though, like Heenan,
Yeah.
like Heenan's that.
Same question, except who's your manager? Wrestle Talk personality.
Yeah, because Lop tried to skate out of that one when you asked him that one. He tried to skate out of that shit.
Who's my manager? I
Yeah.
feel like this has got to be okay. So I'm gonna say this, and I think you're gonna know who it is I'm talking about because you were there. The man got over a piece of bread in a promo on That Takes Better Conversations. That was Tjay. I'm definitely taking Tjay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He got over Dasani water in like at the Royal Rumble outside, just randomly. So yeah, I gotta get Tjay.
Yes, sir. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. Okay, okay. Now, before we ask this next one that goes with it's a transition, you are what Zay would call one of the OG6 when it comes to the main event players.
Mm-hmm.
What were your thoughts when Phil told us the news that PWC fired them, and we came up with the idea to start the main event players? What were your original thoughts?
I was gonna say, I don't want to cause anything. I was gonna say what I was really thinking, but other than that,
I would say you can say it. If it's too bad, we can always cut it.
No.
No. Just
I'm just saying that's not
don't
my.
hold nothing back. That's the point of these interviews.
It's not bad. I'm just like more just fuck Panda, but that's not my thing. I'm always the cool comic collective guy, but it was really just.
Oh
Panda.
yeah.
Yeah, it was really just that, and then I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's just start this. I wish there was more of a story to it. I was just like, that sounds great. Let's do it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Now, I know I said one more, but I just have to ask this. You are the king of hosting the debates. Mm-hmm. What is your most favorite one that you've had on your channel so far?
So, I was gonna say this one wasn't like tough to set up because they're all kind of tough to set up because you got to get with their times, with everybody that's in it. Yeah, kind of handed off the captains now and all that stuff. But not the first one, but the first big one where we had like legit damn near 20 people on the screen. That's probably my favorite. I think that was the Ronda and Liv debate because I don't know what it was about that one, but like that one felt like a whole last like event that people were like literally buying the bill to, and legit in the waiting room there was like over 100 people, and at one point I think it reached like 125 like concurrent viewers, and that's definitely my favorite because everyone was interactive. It was funny. It was like funny moments. It got heated, but everyone was able to keep like respect and crack jokes at the end. And when we were trying to end, people were like, "No, not yet." But that's definitely my favorite one.
Okay.
Like I feel like that's a lot of people's picks when they talk about the debates. Even though Shield and New Day is still the number one debate that pops up when you look up the Wrestlespot.
Mm-hmm.
Which we gonna have to run that one back because people still talking stupid, and I didn't get to be part of that first one, so I'm ready to break some hearts.
No, we're not running it back because I started that damn debate by accident, and then I had to fight my way on the team.
Damn. All right. So, back to the scenario. Mania 40. Your opponent's in the ring. You got Bobby Heenan at your side and Gorilla. Your music is about to hit. What is playing?
I'm a big Tyler the Creator fan,
Okay.
and there's this one song where it doesn't really have any words, but the beat is just like it's like crazy. I think it's called Igor's Theme. It's off the Igor album. It's like the first track on that album. That's probably the one right there.
Okay. What fuck was that? So spinning off of that, what is your top five artists of all time?
This one's in no specific order because I really couldn't. But Michael Jackson,
Yeah.
Drake,
Okay.
Prince.
Mm.
It's not like top five, but like my top five favorites is The Weeknd. And then, even though a lot of people don't mess with him right now, I'm still kind of like, what's going on with him? It's Kanye. Yeah,
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
he made Graduation.
I don't understand why TJ jumped in and out of the debates like that.
All right.
So we're gonna bring it back real quick. Now that we know your favorite debates, with this whole debate thing starting, how did you initially feel?
So I feel like there's kind of two phases of the whole debate thing because, of course, you were in the first debate, like where it was literally like 2-on-2, and then it turned on like 3-on-2 or whatever. But that one, I was actually really excited about that one, and that one was my most viewed podcast episode so far out of like the 5 I did or whatever. So I was like, oh my god, me not knowing the extra ceiling and go above. I was like, okay, my mindset on it was like, that's cool. So me going into the Ronda Rousey Liv one, I was like, oh, it's probably just gonna be like that. And then I want to be on the team. I want to be on the team. And then I was gonna call it a mistake. I don't really think it was a mistake because what it ended up happening. But I was like, you know what? You create your own teams or whatever. So like, oh, I got like 5 or 6 names on my team now. I'm like, I got to get a bigger Zoom plan now. But yeah, at first I'm not gonna lie, I was like really worried because in those debates you see me just chilling, but I'm also like looking at the chat trying to make sure people get to talk and stuff, which is really tough when you have like 20 people talking over each other. But my mindset on those debates were like, I'm gonna try to bring someone with me to co-host it, or if I can, I'm just it's gonna be tough, but I know it's what the viewers want, even if it's tough for me to handle. I'm gonna try to get people the best content that they can.
Okay. Now let's get a little messy here. Okay. In all the history of debates, who are your top 3 debaters? Let me know. Who's your top 3? If they're on your team, you got a damn good shot at winning.
That's a good one.
I feel like this one he has to be on the list because he's been a part of damn near everyone. I think maybe he's been on everyone. It's probably Tio. He's definitely up there. He's only been on one, but he went crazy in his. That's Neff.
Oh yeah, that man a top 3 debater ever.
He's definitely in there. And then the third name, that's tough. Storyline wise, Jay was hilarious in this last debate, but I won't put him up there yet. Character wise, he was funny as hell. That third spot might have to go to you, Zay, because you get passionate in yours.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm surprised Josiah didn't make that list.
Josiah does his thing too. So does Lewis. Oh man, see that's tough. The top 3 is tough.
But
Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. Actually, You know what? Let me take Neff out only because he's only done one. I got to throw Bird in there because that one performance that he did was insane. So I got to put Bird in there.
That's another person who would have been up there high for me.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about that in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, they be going crazy in them damn debates, bro. I'll be telling you. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to get to TJ for a question. I've asked about 3.
I was gonna stick with the debates again and ask like,
Right.
I'll talk about the most, not the most recent one we did, but the most recent big one. Anti-hate versus overhated, or underhated versus overrated, whichever one it was, the Roman one, where we had Marissa in that motherfucker. What? What were your thoughts on that one? Because that motherfucker was.
Look. I assembled the goddamn Justice League with 3 people, and I just needed 2 extras, and those 2 extras folded me. I swear to God.
That was funny, bro. My favorite moment was when
That wasn't the one that was like simulcasted, right? Like on me and Narcolepsy. That was the Ronda hate one. Never mind. No, that was... Okay, so that one was so hard to like navigate, like how to get people to like talk. Because shout out Marissa, she's got a very strong personality, but so does Jay, so does Tio, so does Zay, so does who else was in there?
I was up in that motherfucker.
So does TJ, so does literally everybody. That was probably one of the toughest debates because everybody in there was like had a very strong personality. We even got Johnny in there at one point because that's how it takes a lot to rile up Johnny. But you saw Johnny was having fun, but you could also tell he's getting a little frustrated, and everybody was getting like frustrated, and that was like really hard to navigate to tell people to like hold on mic. But that was also really fun to watch. So
my favorite part of that whole,
we're going at each other. You would have thought we were fighting as soon as that screen ended.
Boy, when Tio asked this man, he was like trying to roast everybody. He was like, Phil, what you even doing here, bro? Like, you said you didn't even want to be part of this. It just like threw that knockout punch at Phil. I was like, what the fuck?
That's when I knew. Like, oh my god, this is gonna be tough.
when people started getting like completely shut the fuck up in the debate, I was like, oh yeah, we gotta start wrapping this up. We are killing each other out here.
Oh yeah. I think my favorite ones are where like one team will realize they're losing, so they start trying to push it on other wrestlers. Like in the most recent one, the should Roman have won the match or not? Us Cody team, we knew we won when they were talking about something. Well, Batista's reign as world champion was terrible. We're like, what does Batista have to do with this? Like, come on, man. But those debates, man, like anytime it comes up, they're my favorite thing to look forward to because I treat it like training, bro. I'm like, all right, trying to fucking get ready for these motherfuckers. Let's do this shit. All right, let's go. So when they
it's evolved to the point where I'm doing research before a debate. I haven't done that since the first time we started the debate.
No, for real. That shit.
That's definitely probably the miss. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But out of recent memory, that's probably the messiest one.
I think Wrestlespot doesn't get enough credit for how many people he's put on through the debates.
No, for real.
The debates became such a big thing, especially last summer. Like when I think about it, niggas went on a 5 kill streak with debates last year. Because it was Liv and Ronda, then we did New Day and Shield, then it was
Then was another Ronda one, yeah.
It was Team Ronda versus Team Anti-Ronda.
Yeah.
Because that was my first one.
And then you had it's Kofi Mania overrated.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Like that was a killer streak. And then you had obviously overhated the Roman Reigns story. That I think is the most aggressive. My personal pick for the best would always be the Shield versus the New Day debate. I think that was the far most entertaining debate there's been.
The reason
other
I think the
than
overrated debate was so aggressive was because that was a lot. That one was probably out of all of them, that was the most new cast of people in there. Because that was Marissa's first one, that was Johnny's first one, that was Donnie's first one, that was Don's first one, even though he didn't get to talk much. Yeah, that one was fun. That was fun. Yeah. Interesting one to talk about would probably be the anti-Ronda versus Ronda, like the setup of it. Because we went through three different setups, 2 different platforms before it could even happen, and then it happened at like an hour late. That was
damn.
Yeah.
it still had one of the best turnouts.
It still did. It was crazy because we even had to take the original posting down that had like 20 likes, like that they were going to get notified to get in there. We had to take that one down and then start it up again, which was crazy.
Damn. All right, let's switch it up a bit. Because correct me if I'm wrong, you are still in school or just finished school?
I'll be done in December with college.
What is your major?
Kinesiology.
Okay, good to know. Gonna keep that in mind for my fight camps. Gonna hire your ass.
With my concentration in my minor is sports business. So.
Okay. Make sure she's done. Okay. So with that, how do you handle the balance of school life and the Wrestle Talk, all the content creation you do? Because I know it ain't easy.
Definitely not, man. So it's something I'm not gonna lie, I'm still trying to, like, I thought I had it figured out for a while because that's when you would see like daily uploads and stuff. But as I get closer to finishing, life gets harder and things move faster. So you got to keep removing your schedule because, as I said, I'm working. I go to school and I do this. So setting a schedule is one of the most difficult things because things change like that and then you have emergencies and all that. It's just life. So setting a schedule, you're always gonna have to change it. Things happen, but you always just gotta find some point of the day, which is what I do. Is if I don't even plan when I'm gonna make my stuff anymore. I'm just like, all right, whenever I have this free time, if I catch myself doing nothing, get some content because I gotta post it. Which is, I haven't had that much free time lately. This is why you kind of seen slower on my short form content and more effort on my long form content because. With content creation, you're making short form content to boost your long form content in the long run. And I think I'm slowly trying to move towards mainly long form content. So that's how I've been balanced now, focusing on that.
Yeah. Speaking of that balance. Right. Do you feel you prefer long form content?
Now I do. I think short form content is more convenient to make now for me, but I have way more fun when I'm making long form content, especially like when I go to shows and stuff. Like the Royal Rumble vlog that I did with Tjay and Tjay in there. That was probably the most fun I've had making a video out of all the ones I made, excluding like the podcast and the debates and stuff. That's probably the most fun I've had out of what I've made. Because the other stuff is like fun to make, but I like throwing like a little bit of like real life into it and meeting these people, and it was really cool. So that's why the spoiler alert, the SummerSlam vlog. That's why I feel like I'm gonna have the most fun in that one too, because I'm meeting even more people and stuff like that.
So, oh shit. So, what is next for Wrestlespot?
Well, of course, since it's the summer, people get more angry with each other and stuff, with takes and stuff. So, expect more debates coming to the page in the summer. Who's gonna piss someone off? We're just waiting on that. But of course, we're gonna have the vlogs. World Cup. We gotta finish the World Cup. We've been slacking on that, but a lot more long form content, a lot more opportunities to be made, more interviews, more connections. I have a few things I'm working on right now that I'm hoping end up coming true, but I can't really say too much on that. Just stay tuned for that.
Okay. Um, so for those out there, what is one thing about you that you think will probably shock a lot of people?
Let me see. I'm not short. I'm not as short as people think. For some reason, people think I'm short. I don't know. Like
What?
say, I thought Zay was short as hell, and then he told me he's like 6 foot something.
How tall are you again?
I think I'm about the same height as Zay.
Oh, shit.
We're going to find out.
Oh yeah, we are. Yeah. Oh, and then I'm also little plug. I'm gonna, even though Jay is like five taller than me, he's gonna get swept in Detroit whenever we go hoop.
Ah, shit. All right. Zay, you got anything else?
Yeah, I think I have I'm guessing this is our wrap up here.
I was saying, because I mean, it feels like we reached the natural wrap up.
Yeah,
I mean, unless you wanna find out. I mean, we could ask the man his blood type, birth certificate. We can ask that shit. Really get down deep and know him. So, what was your mother when she met your father? Huh? What's your mom's maiden name? Your first pet?
White blood cell count, but
Start asking the security questions and shit.
I think what I do want to know is, putting everything to the side, right? Full transparency. Who do you think are the 5 best Wrestle Talk creators out today?
Narco,
Okay.
Suplex, Loft, Marissa, and our boy Johnny. They kind of go together.
Yeah.
It's a very
Okay.
solid top 5.
Yeah.
John made it by MEP.
You said, I'm sorry, what was you said now the 5 in MEP? 5 best?
Oh yeah, we gotta get us those
Oh,
too. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said-
Sure,
okay.
go for it. I mean, go for it. Yeah.
Loft. Is Tio technically an MVP? I don't think.
Yeah.
No, we know Tio's gay. We won't put him in this one, but we know he's up there. But just because we don't know his contract status right now.
Yeah.
No, wait, no. He signed a season 2 for over.
Oh, okay.
His trial
Yeah,
period is
okay.
over. He's officially MVP if he's
Yeah,
on
he's
season
in.
2.
Oh, yeah,
Season
he's in
2.
too. So yeah, he's in the group chat.
Yeah.
He's there. Zay, because I know people think you're problematic or whatever, but it makes for very great entertainment, and it's really fun to watch. Like, I'm gonna get back to the list, but I just want to tell a story about the whole your response to the Wrestle Talk Awards thing. It started like I created it, I apologize, and then it turned to you're old and boring as fuck. It's probably my favorite video I've ever seen. I don't know why.
That's you could tell he was like, bro, I already apologized. Y'all still bitching about it? Come on, man.
That's probably my favorite video. But Zay, because he knows what he's eliciting a response and he's making content. I love that. Oh yeah, John, of course. If he was in that top 5, he's got to be in this one too.
Mm-hmm.
And Tjay, you're very charismatic, entertaining, all that.
All right. So the ADHD is hitting hard. Did you already ask mental health questions?
Oh no, none of us did.
Okay. All right. Oh, I'm gonna segue that. I got two of them. So they touched on. We touched on being a creator today. I got. What's it like being a creator of color? Because we know content creation is usually dominated by the palm-colored pirates, and it's usually a little harder for people like us to make a name for ourselves. So what's that like for you?
Amongst milkshake maidens.
Oh my God! I'm putting that into the book. I'm putting that in the fucking book. Milkshake maidens.
Anyway,
But
Wrestlespot, go ahead and answer the question.
I know if you're watching this and you see me, you're like, oh, maybe you look a little Caucasian. I'm actually Mexican. All right. Promise that's my.
They show was gonna get on you. They was gonna get you.
Mexicano, look at it. Now take the hat off. Show them the hair. Show them the hair. I mean, yeah. Mexicano, look at that. That's not white people hair.
That's not white people.
But I'm kind of. I don't want to compare it to that, but it's kind of representation is a very important thing, and at least from what I saw when I first entered the community, I didn't see a lot of Mexicano wrestle talkers. So I was like, why not? Why couldn't it be me? I think that's a question that can answer a lot of problems with people entering the community. Like, why not me? Or if you're just making content, why not me? That's really the main thing. Like, why not you? Just go for it.
Being a man of Latino descent, I fully agree.
Mm-hmm.
The lack of representation, specifically with Latinos, is wild in wrestling overall. Whether it's the IWC, YouTubers, TikTokers, wrestlers themselves. If your name ain't Rey Mysterio, you're struggling. Let's keep it a full bean. If your name ain't Rey Mysterio, you are fucking struggling.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that perhaps needs to change in the coming years.
Very, yeah. That's why I see in the whole Latino World Order thing. I'm so happy with that happened. Just getting to see, because to this day it's like you said, if your name's not Rey Mysterio, we got Santos on TV before this whole LWO stuff. We had Santos on TV. We had Del Rio. We don't want to talk about Del Rio anymore, but we had him at one point. But there wasn't really that guy. So having the whole group called it the LWO was really cool, and seeing a whole pay-per-view in Puerto Rico was just really cool to see, because representation is everything.
I can't begin to describe how happy I was watching all the videos of everybody being like, why haven't they gone to Puerto Rico more? This is one of the greatest crowds ever. And I'm sitting here y'all don't understand how much wrestling means to the Latino community. That's why it's so baffling. There's not more prominence of it.
Yeah. Seeing how many people didn't know who Conan was at the Hall of Fame. I was like, bro, what? I was heated. But...
Way to piss off Latino people as a whole. Who's the man inducting Rey Mysterio?
Bitch, are you dumb? So spiraling off of that, in addition to being a content creator of color, first of all, what is your current mental health state like?
Okay, so I'm happy to say 100%, 200% better than I was last year when I was first starting stuff. Because as I said earlier, the routine, the school work routine is just it's sad, bro. When you feel like you're just kind of robotic or whatever, just doing what you're supposed to do every day. That's why adding making content has done so much more for me and my mental health and all that. So it's really brought new life to me, and I am definitely doing way better than I was a year ago.
So, and first of all, I fucking love that. I'm glad you're in a fucking way better place, because that's all I wish on all our brothers and sisters. When you have those dark days, how do you deal with it? that remedy for those dark days?
So if I'm not with my girl, that's mine. She's like one of my best. She is my best friend, my girl. But if I can't be with her that day because one of us is working or whatever, it's cool because like people in the community, like I like seeing y'all's videos, especially like specific people in the community. Like if I need a laugh, I'll go look at like Lost videos. If I need sometimes Zay's videos, like for the laugh. But if I also need like some like entertainment and I need the facts, I also go to Zay's videos and stuff like that. Tjay, and if I need a laugh and stuff like that. So that's why being in this community is like so cool because if I'm having like a down day, I can just go put on one of y'all's videos and I'm cool. And of course, watching just wrestling's cool. So yeah,
That's true. Wrestling is fucking awesome. Oh shit. So Zay, do you have anything else?
What does the role? What role does wrestling play in your mental health overall?
So my calm is it's what kind of calms me down, but it also like brings me up because how can you be calm watching like Ilya versus Walter, or something like that? Because that matches get you hype. Like if I need to put on music, I'll typically listen to like music that'll get me hype because that tends to calm me down. I don't really think there's another way to explain it other than that. Things that are supposed to calm me down get me hype, and I'd rather feel like that than sad. So it gives me that adrenaline rush that I think I enjoy.
Okay. Before we wrap it up, I'm glad you brought that up. I know you talked about the Ray versus Kurt match, and now the Ilya versus Walter. What are your top 5 matches all time?
1 and 2 are interchangeable. I tend to prefer this first one was Shawn Taker Mania 25. Shawn Taker Mania 26 is number 2, but I know Zay prefers the second one. I got you. Third, Sami Zayn versus John Cena on that episode of Raw for the U.S. Open Challenge. See, that's what I'm saying because Sami Zayn's up there for me. Sami Zayn versus Adrian Neville and NXT TakeOver Our Evolution. These are my 5 favorites. These aren't what I think are the 5 greatest, but they're the ones I'll watch without a doubt. And then Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania 38 Night 1. I was there for that one, so that's why that one was so high up.
Okay. That's a good one. That's a fucking good one. All right.
I don't hear a lot of people throw in Zayn versus Neville.
Oh, not at all.
That is my.
I hear it called one.
In my opinion, that's the greatest NXT
of
match
all
of all
time.
time. Yeah. In my opinion, I don't know if that's a hot take. That's the greatest NXT match of all time.
Ooh, it's a decent.
I know some people.
I don't think anyone could be mad at that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, personally, I'm throwing Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor at you, but that's just me though.
See, I'm gonna save mine for mine because I got one in there. I guarantee you, almost nobody has in their top 5. Yeah. But yeah. Thank you so much for your time today. I feel like we really got to learn more about you, especially as being a part of the group together. What's the word I'm looking for? I feel like it's gonna make us all closer, in a way.
Facts.
Yeah. So I'm really glad we got to do this.
For the audience, if y'all don't know, Darien is the replacement man for when we do my interview, which I come before TJ.
Yes, sir.
Darien will be the one taking my spot, interviewing me, and then when we do TJ, it'll be me and him interviewing TJ.
There you go.
Oh, I can't wait for that one. That one.
I got a lot of questions for both of you, actually. So
also, in case one of us just isn't feeling up to it, we feel sick, whatever it may be, you'll see a lot more of Darien throughout this series.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell, we might even have him on as a third interviewer because you can tell the ADHD runs rampant between the two of us.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah, y'all know what it is. It's time to hit you